Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Kenshi Okran's Wrath Let's Play. So, never mind why Horan is standing in the middle of a pile of bodies here. We are out in Skinner's Roam, so this is our location on the map. And this is where we'll be setting up our outpost. You can see it's already there, even though we haven't built anything yet. I've queued up a lot of different projects, though. So this is sort of where our base is going to be. And you can see I've got the walls sort of wrapping around here up to this little, I don't even know what to call this, like a little chasm sort of thing, which will be sort of the approach to the gate, which is here. That basically gives us a really long area to just, rain harpoons and bolts down on people as they approach the gate. And because it bows out or kind of flares out at the end here, while they're attacking the gate, we'll be able to fire on them the entire time. The gate wraps, or excuse me, the wall wraps around this way, and I'm probably going to rework some of this. I don't like how it almost comes like a hard corner there. I feel like I might be able to match it to the terrain a little bit better. But anyways, it comes up here and then cuts this off because this, I believe you can actually walk up this way. I haven't tested it, but just to be safe, I walled it off anyways. And the same goes for this one here, which I don't think you can get up that one, but again, just playing it safe. So walls all the way up to there. So this side is completely unbreachable. And of course we have this kind of blocking this side. I don't think anything can get up here. Certainly doesn't look like it. It's pretty much a sheer drop. But we could wall it off anyways. And we've got space to build like our main sort of building up here. There's actually a nice little flat area there that we can take advantage of. And the first thing that we build is going to be this little storm house here. This is what we'll sort of base all the rest of our stuff out of. But there's more flat space next to it if we want to build there. This is sort of flat over here, and we have like this almost ridge that we could use as sort of like a road through our town, and then we'll just put the buildings on the rough spots on either side to kind of hide them, if you will. And then I think down here is where we're going to have a lot of our mining stuff. Now, there isn't any ore nodes inside the walled area, but there are some just outside of it in basically every direction. There's copper around here somewhere. I think that's it. So we don't have to go too far to get it. We're not in, any particular danger doing it. Well, anything that does try to attack us will be fired on by the walls when we get to that point. Also, there's a lot of abandoned holy mines in this area. So there's a holy mine ruin out there. There was another one somewhere else. Ah, there's one up there. And so maybe down the line we'll try to claim some of those and get them operating again to bring us in more resources. So Horan's the only one here right now. We're going to send him back to meet up with our group, which is still in Bad Teeth. And he is going to escort them back over here. Now, we have some building materials, but not enough building materials. So we're going to have to make a couple trips to get this done, which is not ideal, but it's probably the best way to go about it, the safest way. Why are you going that way, dude? Come this way. Horan, are you gonna listen? No? And he's already being chased. There's nothing super dangerous in this area. I think the worst is probably bone dogs. Obviously a lot of starving bandits as well, but none that are too dangerous. Oh look, it's a triangle bandit. What are you doing out here? Triangle bandits can be dangerous. Let's put this one down. Come on, hit him again. Oh, there's a few more. Okay. Well, you appear to have lost your enthusiasm there. Wow, that's a lot of blood splatter. It took his right arm out in one swing and took it off with the second. Okay. So he's been dealt with. Now then, can we get you to navigate back to Bad Teeth intelligently? I think this is the fastest way. Yeah, so I want you to go maybe here. And once we arrive back in Bad Teeth, we'll get everybody else to join us, and we'll navigate back here. We'll unload everything we can into the storm house. We'll rebuild it as much as we, or build it as much as we can, and then we'll probably have to make another trip to gain or gather more resources, and then venture back out here. And we'll try to make sure that we bring enough the second time to also build the various things we would need to, you know, be a little bit more self-sufficient in harvesting resources. So there's the city out there. Looks like there's some starving bandits in the way. Nice, we just finished wheat straw farming. We'll need that. We will need that very much to survive out on our own. What are you guys? Starving bandits? Yeah. Not a big deal. We'll just run right by them. But the first thing I'd like to get down after that storm house is probably a stone mine and then a building material refinery so that we can make our own building materials. And therefore, you know, make our own buildings, at least the ones that don't require iron plates. And then we can start building the walls, because once we have building materials going, we can produce the walls without having to go buy more. And let's see, did we miss our exit? Yeah, we gotta go down there. So down there, and I think we can technically go through here. It doesn't really matter, we just want to get into town. Go here, and then, well, I'll just send everybody. Everybody meet at that gate. Okay, and looks like we just finished hemp farming too, so that's going to allow us to grow fabric in that area. There's actually some really cool sort of vistas in this area of the map. Unfortunately, it just wouldn't let me build on any of them. I wanted to build up here. I thought like that spot right there would be great, but it's too close to Bad Teeth. It won't let me build there. And there's a few others spots on this plateau that are really ideal for a base. I just didn't love the location for other reasons, and so I settled on the one that you saw a moment ago. What do we have here? Oh, good, Holy Nation. Right, well, let's get moving. We'll order them to our outpost, which does kind of border on the border zone, but we're still technically in Skinner's Realm, and we do get Skinner's Realm sort of mobs or enemies, whatever you prefer to call them. So for the most part, it's going to be starving bandits, which means a lot of potential for indentured servants, as we'll put it nicely. This is actually kind of a cool spot. It's probably too close to the city still, but building in this, like, real rocky areas could be real interesting. I'm curious which way they're going. I think they're going the same way that he tried to, and I kind of talked him out of it. But they seem to believe that this is faster, so I'm very interested in seeing if it actually is. This is kind of a cool spot. I don't know if I saw this. Let's see. That looked like a big... No, I was going to say it looked like a big ore node, but it's not. I don't know. It would be kind of hard to build up here. You'd have a very long, narrow town. And there's not really enough flat space in any of these spots. So yeah, maybe not. Okay, so we've arrived. Let's grab everybody real quick, and we'll move over to the storm house. And we'll just kind of go all in on building that. Again, I don't want them touching the walls or anything. I want to put all the resources we have into this first. Once we get this built, then we can worry about other stuff. But this needs to get done before anything else. That way, in a pinch, if we get attacked or anything, we can just run inside and shut the door. Shrike can run up on top and use her crossbow. Speaking of Shrike, I don't know how long Shrike and Sperry are going to stay with us, because they don't really fit the whole Legion mold. But we might be able to find a use for them in other regards, so we might find other ways for them to contribute, whether it be, I mean, maybe Shrike being a Scorchlander could become like our smith, the one that crafts all of our gear. And Sperry's kind of got this like shinobi vibe to me, so maybe she'll be like the Holy Nation agent that kind of operates in hostile territory, doing stuff that, you know, a legionnaire couldn't. So how are we doing here? We have all the iron plates. We have 11 of 20 building materials, and 11 is all we brought. So we'll need to go back and get 9 more. Before we do that, let's survey what else we'll need. So for mining, we're going to need a stone mine. It's going to be 3. Where can I put this? There's no stone anywhere there. I was hoping we could just have it down here. There's no stone there. How is there no stone in any of this area? Maybe we'll have to put it outside. This all looks like it would be very rocky, but I guess not. Zeros all across the board. I did survey this before I settled on this area, so I know that there's stone available somewhere. It's just been a while since I played last, so I don't quite recall where exactly that was. 14 is not gonna get us where we want to be. Ah, here we go. There's like 100 out here. That's kind of far, though. I would have liked it to have been closer than that. Well, damn. I guess we're building it out here. So 100%, but it won't let me build on that. Why is that? I can build it at 99 right here. Is there anywhere else I can put it down? Like up against this thing? Ah, there we go. Sure, we'll do 100 right there. And that puts us halfway between the base and this Holy Nation mine. So, if whoever's out here working this gets in trouble, they can run to either one. And they should be safe. But we'll need that, and then we'll need a stone processor. That's going to take 15 iron plates. And we'll need some storage for this as well. Where do we want to put this? We could have it out there, but that seems ill-advised. I don't want people like working out there. Other than the mining, obviously. We don't really have a choice in that regard. But anybody else that doesn't absolutely have to be out there doesn't, or shouldn't be. So, where to put this? I'd like it kind of out of the way, because building space is going to be at a premium in here. We could just kind of snug it up against the building there. But I do need somewhere to store... You know what? What am I doing? Let's do that. That's cheaper. Requires more workers, but... you know what? But we don't have power. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to do this one. Where to put it? It almost looks like it would fit, like, on this. It also seems like it's kind of at a weird angle, but it won't let me adjust that. So I could put it out here. I don't know where we would store the materials for it, because we need an input storage and an output storage. So maybe that's not a great spot. Could have it like down here in the corner or something. I'd just like it to be accessible, because somebody's gonna have to run the stone from there through the gate and deliver it here. Well, to the storage next to this. So maybe we should just keep it close to the gate here. Let's see how close I can build it. I mean, that's pretty close, right? Yeah, and again, I can always use the in-game editor to move these around a little bit if I need to. Then we'll need, let's see, storage for stone, which is cheap, just an iron plate. We'll put that closer to the gate. That makes more sense. So we'll have it on that end, and then we'll have storage for building materials, which I missed. They'd be here on the other side. Kind of level it out like that. And why don't we move you exactly in between? Can I not do that? Okay, fine. That's as close as it'll get. So we'll do that. Okay, so what was that? Like 8 iron plates for the lot of them? Something like that. We'll just bring a full stack of 9. And we'll need 9 more building materials, which is, again, a full stack, so that works out pretty well. But we'll grab as many as many building materials as we can carry. And, you know, just have some extras. And we'll do the same with iron plates, but obviously we know we need at least a full stack. Same with the building materials. But if we can go straight to... Well, it's probably not a good idea to upgrade this to the level 2 one, because then we need a source of power, and we might not be able to get that straight away. Though, while they're building that, let's actually take a look and see what we've researched. So we do have wind generators, and we would just need iron plates and raw copper. So that is doable, and you know what, these slopes here might be a good place for that. So we can level these out, like so, and just kind of put them in these like rough terrain spots where we probably wouldn't put anything else. Can I actually flip them around the other way? Yeah, I think I like that better. So yeah, let's put one down and we'll try to get the resources we need for that as well. So that's basically another full stack of iron plates and then 5 raw copper, which isn't too hard to get. All of that we should be able to buy relatively easily, or for the copper we can just mine it. Man, Gramps is really working away at the research there. He's been killing it. Let's see, how are we doing? I guess I didn't need to come back here to check this. Batteries, metal fencing, okay. Anything else you can do for free? Composite runners require a book. Yeah, what the hell. I think that's probably the only thing we could do anyways. Okay, good enough for me. Beep, are you back working again? Yep, you and Solomon are working away. I'll have to remember to go back and sell this after a little while because it's getting to be full. But I think 80 is the max that he can carry, so I may as well kind of wait and let that happen. Sperry, where are you going? Building. Building what and why? Ah, you still have a bunch of iron plates. If you have iron plates, I would prefer that you build this. Maybe that's what you were doing, I don't know. But let's make sure that you do it. Everybody else head in this direction. As soon as she puts those down, you can help her. There we go. So that worked out. Just gotta get that last little bit. And did you have an extra plate? You did. Let's build this first. Okay, and if you guys would help her out once again. Now we just need a plate for this. What was it? 8 for this? The wind generator was 8? Correct. So that's again a full stack, which makes things easier for us because now we only need 1 full stack versus 2. So let's grab our gang here, and we're going to head on back to Bad Teeth. I'm going to send everybody because it's not really safe for anyone other than Horan to travel alone. And I don't necessarily trust anybody hanging out back here without him, because he can handle a whole squad of, you know, starving bandits or whatever by himself, as you guys saw at the beginning of this episode, the pile of corpses that he left. But I don't really trust everybody else to be able to do that. Certainly not alone, but even as a group, I don't know if I trust them that much. So, better to just send everybody together, and there wasn't really much for them to do back there anyways. I could have had them start mining, but I don't know that I want to do that just yet. So, instead, we'll send everybody and we'll let them level their athletics a bit, because that is very important, so why not? While we're running, though, let's take a look at our inventory. So I do have almost enough wheat straw for a farm. What I should do is buy 1 more and throw it in his inventory, just so that we have the 10 that we need minimum. Or, you know, I could put it in somebody else's inventory. Just, we want to have 10, not 9, because 9 won't do us any good. She still has 12 steel bars, which we probably won't need for a while. We'll have to make sure we throw those somewhere. We can store them easily. We've got some starving bandits here. If they give us any trouble, I'll have Horan hold back and deal with them. Oh, they're giving us trouble. Alright, Horan, your job is going to be to just kind of aggro everybody. Do me a favor and just keep going after whoever's going after the group. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Run down these guys, because they're the threat. We don't want them to attack anybody in the party, though it looks like all they can do is kind of keep pace. They have to get out in front of us. Oh god, he just destroyed that guy. Oh no! Okay, you just got obliterated. Let's get this one. Somebody got whacked there. Okay, cool. I'd let him stay and fight, but the thing is, not all of them are going to go after him. A lot of them will ignore him. And that doesn't really work for me. I want them all fighting him, because he can handle it. So I guess whoever's out in front, we'll just keep sending him after them, and it looks like he can pretty much one-shot them. There we go. Why are you turning back? You guys need to stay in a group. Oh good, a patrol. That worked out pretty well for us. So keep heading to Bad Teeth. Horan, just get up here. Again, we'll let the patrol try to handle it. We don't need to be fighting right now. There's not a whole lot to gain from fighting these guys. Later on there will be, because we'll take them all captive and put them to work. But right now, you know what? Let's see. See what you can do to this guy. We might throw him over your shoulder and bring him with us. Oh god, he's gonna get destroyed. Did he lose any limbs? Not really, no. We've got another one here. Which one was the leader, by the way? Because the leaders have slightly better stats, and they might be worthy of recruiting, but everybody else, not so much. Is he down? Yeah. Let's see. Stomach minus 48. Where's the other guy? Clipped into the ground somewhere. Minus 62, minus 19. So he's in a little bit better shape. Horan, first aid this guy. We're going to take him with us. Okay. He's all patched up. Take that weapon away. Just dump it on the ground. And let's go ahead and pick you up. And we'll get you to Bad Teeth. Okay. So there we go. We got our first worker. And I believe they have shackles in... Where are you guys going? Probably didn't give them a specific enough order here. I believe they have shackles for sale in Bad Teeth, so we'll get him shackled up. I think technically they're armor, so they don't actually function like shackles. They're actually like a protective thing, but for roleplay purposes, they'll work just fine. So get in here. Right, where's the store where we can buy building materials? The general trader will have some. And I think that's what we ended up doing last time. Weapons there. It's been so long, I've honestly forgotten where everything was. Food, a bar. That's the clothing dye shop or whatever. What was this place here? This is another bar. Oh, no entry, okay. Well, damn. We were hanging out here before, but I don't think this is where we bought the building materials that we had. Okay. So you guys come on over here, and John, you can do the talking since you've got a backpack. Let's see what you have. Right. Nothing that's going to help us. I mean, food helps, but that's about it. And we're pretty okay on food for the most part, I think. I actually wanted that in your inventory so that you personally will eat it. This leather can... Whoops. Stupid Steam overlay. Alright, this leather can move in there. The rest of it stays. We have somebody, I think Sperry has a bunch of... Yeah, she's got rations. So we don't need to worry about feeding everybody. Do I want to sell this? It's not worth much, but I don't want to carry it around. Let's get you some meat to carry with you. Brandis will give you a couple more. Just in case they get out of range of the backpacks for whatever reason, it's nice to have a little bit of their own like personal food stash. Why do you have a bunch of raw meat? What are you going to do with that? Okay, there we go. Can tighten this up a little bit. There we go. And I think everybody else is sort of alright. Good enough anyway. Let's get you a bit more food. in your actual inventory. I'll keep 3 and sell 1. Okay, well we got... Oh god, that autosave scared me so much. I thought the game crashed. There we go. Okay, so we got food, but that's not what we came here for. We can try that bar. Some bars sell random stuff. Like, they're not all only going to sell food. But most of them do. For example, the bar that we frequent in my other playthrough sells weapons and like research artifacts sometimes. These are all pretty consistent though. Books, these stupid textureless short swords, and food. So not what we're looking for. Got armor. I swear we saw shackles here. So let's keep trying. But shackles aren't the only thing I need, obviously. Okay, somebody go have a word with the person running this place. Lots and lots of armor. Not the type that we are looking for, however. So that won't do us any good. These are empty places. Oh, okay. I thought they were for sale, but no, they're just like storage. This was a weapon merchant. Yeah. That said no entry, or one of these did. That one was. So what's this one then? Food, right. That's another bar. Let's try that bar, I guess. I swear there were shackles here. But again, it has been a couple days, so maybe I'm remembering the wrong town. Though, did we visit any others? Maybe it was Stack. If it is, that's going to be kind of problematic. Right, yeah, it's all the same. Yeah, that's a real shame. Okay, so I sent the whole gang to Stack, where hopefully we'll have better luck. They have an actual like merchant here, or like a general goods merchant, unlike Bad Teeth, where they apparently only have bars and government buildings. So we'll have at least a little bit more variety in what we purchase here. Let's head into the general trader first. And it doesn't really matter who talks to the guy, just initiate that, please. And alright, so we've got a full stack of building materials, which is good. Let's see. Shrike, open your bag, please. Oh, sorry, Sperry. What am I saying? Go ahead and take that whole stack there. Take all the plates. I got her... Well, I should give this to somebody else. I guess, you know, Brandis here. I did get an extra wheat straw, though, so we have exactly the amount that we need to start a farm. Anything else? The fabric is tempting, because I'd like to be able to start making armor. Unfortunately, that's going to be hard to do. So probably best that we just save that for later. But we got at least some of what we needed. I'd like to have maybe a little bit more if we could, though. So I think there's also potentially a building material merchant here. Yes, this one. So let's have a word with them. And we'll see if we can't get any more. So another 15 and 18 steel plates. But we're kind of full, aren't we? I think we can get more of these. So we can do a full stack of 9 again. And Shrike. Sorry, Sperry. Can I get any more steel plates in your inventory? Yes, actually. I just need to be a little bit more efficient with our space. So if I do that, I can get another stack of 9. We're going to be very slow. But I'm hoping that that won't matter. So I think we're good. I think we got everything we needed. Now we just need to send them all back home, which is going to be a much further journey now because we had to go all the way to Stack. But we got what we came for, so that's good. Can leave happy. So I just checked, and we're actually moving at a pretty good pace. Crumblejohn and Sperry, despite all the stuff they're carrying, are actually moving quite fast still. I think Allrox is actually slowing us down the most. Why is that? He's just not strong enough for his armor, I guess. Yeah, I'm willing to bet it's the armor, because the food doesn't weigh that much. The medical supplies do actually weigh a bit. It's like 6, 7. So 7 plus 4, it's like 11, which his armor is still heavier than that. It does hurt your athletics as well. I might have to give him some lighter armor for the time being. I think, Shrike, do you have lighter boots? You do. Why did Valos just drop off? That's concerning. I mean, we'll worry about it later. We're moving good enough right now. If anything tries to, run us down, Horan can pull off and deal with them. But we're pretty much back to bad teeth already. So, make good time. So, I just ran past some nomads, and they have bulls. I'm kind of curious, actually. I want to see if we can't maybe buy a bull. Or maybe 2. Or, potentially a few of them. So, who's in charge here? Horan, run him down, please. I forgot we still have a prisoner over our shoulder. Okay, so you got Garu, a bone dog. I like bone dogs. And, yeah, several pack bulls. Feeding them might be troublesome initially. But I think we can make do. Animals would be great, though. Bone dogs are really good for combat. They also eat corpses, which is nice. So we can maybe have this guy, chow down on all the starving bandit corpses in our base. Let's see. 21, 22, 13, and 8. Oh, that's a goat. Never mind. I think I'll take the 2 older ones. So I'll take these 2. 10,000 in total, but that's fine. That's basically 1 shipment of copper, which I did remember to do. I just did it off camera. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Animals will be a great help to us. I've got to name these guys. That's going to be tricky. Well, I'll come up with something. Okay, so we've got our animals with their new names. We'll obviously have them follow us back. Hopefully they don't slow us down too much. Oh, the dog might, actually. Anyways, the names. So I named the dog Guts because it, helps us clean up all the blood and guts after our battles. Also, it's kind of a nod to Berserk, especially since I think some people initially sort of mentioned that Horan kind of reminded them of the main character, Guts. And then Bulk and Skull is a Power Rangers reference from way back in the day. I like to keep names short in Kenshi because as you get more and more people in the party, it becomes harder and harder to see them. And so, like, even Crumblejohn's name is already starting to kind of clip out of his little portrait there. So just nice short names always work great. And I think those were some fun references. So there we go. Yeah, Guts is going to kill us here. I wish Horan could carry him. Let's see. Who's the fastest in our party outside of Horan? Wing Wang is. So Wing Wang, you're going to be in charge of carrying Guts. And I think you'll still be... Oh man, that slowed you down a lot. Technically, we're still faster because we're at 10 versus 8 for the minimum. But that's still unfortunate. Let's see if anybody else can do better. Because technically Sperry is even faster than him. Even with all the stuff in her backpack. 11. So yeah, we're a little bit faster. I wish the bulls could carry stuff because the bulls are actually quite fast. Yeah, no, they can't. Alright, well, we'll just have to make do with 11 miles per hour, which is not the best, but it's the best we can do right now. So continue home, please. Okay, we're here. Let's slow things down a bit. And I'll just ask everybody to chip in on building that for now. The people with materials should go add them. And then if I tell everybody else to help, they should just run over there and do it. And then it's just a matter of getting the building condition up. We can put some of those plates to use in building a light Actually, we should probably invest in this thing first. I did forget to buy copper, damn it. That's not a huge issue, though, because there is, of course, copper nodes. Where was that one? And we can mine 5 copper really easily, so that's not the end of the world by any means. Let's see. So with that built, if the lot of you could come back over here, please. And let's see. I need Sperry to put down Guts, so that Guts can run around. We'll need to wait until he gets a little bit bigger and stronger and faster before we start throwing him into combat. The bulls can help us carry stuff, though. So let's see. I think the next most important thing is that we build that. And she'll be able to knock that out pretty quickly. Oh, there's Horan. Horan, what are you doing? That's already built, man. Ah, we should build a prisoner cage as well. That'll be important. Okay, so we can start mining stone now if we are so inclined. We should also build that. We'll just send everybody. Everybody except for the animals. Let's put the animals in front of our building here. We'll have to build a food trough and try to stock it. Actually, you know what, Guts? Do me a favor and let's clean up this battlefield a little bit. Are any of them still alive, I guess is a good question. I assume they probably would have... Oh, look, you're crippled. We might be able to... Are you, like, up and about? Like, what's the deal here? Interesting. We might be able to take some of these guys captive. But, like, Guts, if they're dead, go ahead and nibble on them. No? Not gonna let me? You're supposed to be able to ask them to eat corpses, or they might do it automatically, but... Either way, let's just keep you over here for now. You might be too full. Anyways, the rest of you, minus the animals, can head over to this. Nope. Come on, guys. Everybody over there, please. Safety in numbers and all that. Wow, something's going down over here. What is happening? Starving bandits attack the mine. Interesting. Can't say I'm surprised. Well, let's try to avoid that happening to ourselves. Okay, now if everybody could help out. There we go. So now it's just a matter of putting people on this so they can mine it and then having somebody operate that. Next most important thing is going to be this. So I'm going to ask that that get built. I'm also going to ask a few people. We'll say like Brandis, Jebediah, and Valos. Actually, no, I don't even need that many. So where's that copper node? That one, right? Can I only put... Oh, 2. So Brandis and Jebediah, you guys are going to mine copper for me right now. Let's put that a little bit higher. And I should put down something for them to store the copper. You know what? Right now it doesn't matter. They just need to mine it up to 5. That's all they need to do. The rest of you guys come hang out over here. There's a pack of wild bulls running through here. I wish you could like tame wild animals and stuff. All you can do is kill them for food, which is unfortunate. Because you see, like in this area especially, packs of wild bulls all the time, and it would be nice to be able to just like rope them and make them yours. Or, you know, it might be harder than that, but taming them would be cool. Alright, so we'll let that fill up to 5, and once we have the 5, we can run it over here to finish building this, and we'll have power. So while that gets done, I'm going to run over here and sort of investigate this little pile of people. And let's see, you guys come over here as well. Because I might want to grab some of them, especially the ones, of course, that are still alive. I don't really have any use for dead ones. He's just like hanging out. Let's attack him. Because he's going to be a problem eventually. And then you clowns can jump in too. Don't really need Horan's help here. Yeah, there we go. So he's not dead, I assume. Valos, go ahead and patch him up. And we'll pick him up. That one's dead. This one is not. It's just crippled. And honestly, it wouldn't be that hard to heal him back up. His leg's not destroyed. It's just badly wounded. Try not to kill him in knocking him out. Jesus, you're really making a mess of that. Wow. That was almost traumatic. That was the leader, actually. So the leader, we might turn into an actual soldier. The leader's still redeemable in our eyes. But the random peasants, not so much. So go ahead and... Nope, not what I want to do there. Loot. We don't need slaves with weapons. And then pick up your Shek there. We'll have to see if any of the others are recoverable as well. But something tells me not many of them are going to have survived that. Yeah, he really did a number on these guys. Is there only one there? Yeah. Dead. I think there's a second person in that pile, sort of. Those are both dead. You're dead. 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 And dead. Alright, so that's everybody that we could recover. Well, that's 3. 2 for the mines and 1 to maybe turn into a soldier of some sort. Loot that weapon, because that's a nasty weapon. And then pick him up. Alright. Got some fresh meat. Let's head back over here. Animals, I need to change some things here. You guys should be on hold and passive. And that's about it. Okay, so this is done short of the copper, I think. How are you guys managing? 4. Okay, so as soon as this goes up all the way, we'll have 5. They can run it over there. Or better yet, Sperry, you can just kind of preempt it. We'll let them keep mining. Because as soon as it hits 5, it's going to fill and they'll stop. But if she grabs it, they'll just keep going. And then we'll have power. And of course, we can build a light inside. We'll get some prisoner cages down. I should check where we at on plates. We have 9. I think that's good for a couple cages. I really wish that... Bad Teeth had better... Ah, good. Horan, pass that to Sperry just so I know where all the plates are. Oh, right, she ran over there. Okay, well, I know Horan has a plate. We got 10, so that means a couple prisoner cages. Hopefully we'll have enough for 3. I don't remember how much they cost, though. Right, Sperry. Go ahead and grab that. And then get back to building. Alright, while she does that, let's investigate this. Prisoner cage, 5, so we can build 2. That's not a huge issue, because what we can do is just, you know, build 2. Did the game pause? Okay, I'll let her finish running over there then. We got the information we needed. We'll build 2. We can recruit 1 person and then throw the other one in. Why don't you guys help? Like, you're just standing there. Wing Wang, you're not carrying anybody either. Not that that really matters. They can still build fine with people over their shoulders. Where did you come from? Market stall, holy shopkeep. Running away. From what? What's chasing you? I'm curious, but we will never catch somebody running at 22 miles an hour. So I think we'll just let it be. Unless, of course, whatever is chasing him runs through here. No idea. Maybe he's from the mine or something. Those numbers are getting closer. Yeah, but I think that's just these, yeah, it is from the mine. But yeah, I think they're running down all of their slaves or something. Okay, so that's done. We have power. Fantastic. Batteries will need to be built at some point, but not necessarily this point because we don't have the means. We don't have power cores yet. But we'll do what we can without them. So, let's see. Lights. I like the ones with the fans. Especially with how, like, deserty everywhere is here. Not that the fan's going to help you much in the desert, but I guess anything is better than nothing, right? Let's try to get that kind of centered. That looks pretty good this way. It's off a little bit there. It's so hard to gauge it. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Cool. You guys up here. And Sperry. Actually, no, Horan can do it. Horan's got his plate on there, but you guys can help build. And we'll have light. Then we'll do prisoner cages. Although I did just use one of the plates I needed, so we're only going to be able to build one now. But that's okay. So prisoner cage, maybe outside? It seems like such a waste of space to put it inside. Maybe we'll tuck it by the door here. Let's see, try to get this right. My other playthrough, the first couple of prisoner cages we did, they were all facing the wrong direction. They were facing the wall. That looks correct. Yeah. Okay, right there. Confirm. And again, Sperry, that's going to be all you. But again, you guys can contribute. And I don't know who will recruit first. Are any of you, like, healthy, ready to go now? No. They're all recovery coma. Who's going to be out of recovery first? I'm willing to bet this guy at minus 20. Actually, no, I think the Shek is going to be up first. We'll have to feed him, though. That's the problem with Shek is they eat a lot. Okay, well, prisoner cage is done. Let's get you guys out of the way. And do we think it's going to be the Shek? So minus 15, minus 20, and minus 33. Yours is the chest, yours is the stomach. Okay. Limb damage doesn't matter for this. They can have like minus 80 limb damage. They won't be in a coma, but anything vital like head, stomach, chest, if it's in the negatives, they will be in a coma. But again, they all have either chest or stomach damage. So I do think it's going to be the Shek first. So Valos, throw him on in there. I forgot to look for shackles too. Horan, put your bandit down. I need you kind of able to move around. And Valos, you're going to take over on that one. Okay. Well, it's been about an hour. I think this is a good place to stop. We've got the makings of a base here. We've got a little storm house to work out of. We've got some power. We've got the very basics to produce building materials, which means that we can start, adding to the walls. They just require 4 building materials per section. Easy enough. What about the gate? That's one thing I didn't consider. Steel bars, but I have 12 of those, so that's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. So, I think I'll go ahead and call it here. I might run back to stack and grab some more stuff. I'm going to keep looking for those shackles, because I do want all of the, hungry bandits that we kind of enslave here to look the part. They're just going to be regular recruits. We're going to recruit them like we would in any other playthrough. But we're going to throw shackles on them and pretend like it's against their will, because that's the closest we can get in this game. I think there is a mod that goes a little bit further, but it's very complicated, and this is a much easier way to do it. I have direct control over them. They're just characters, but, characters that we can pretend the Holy Nation has enslaved. And one thing I'll do for roleplay purposes as well is for any Shek that we take, I'll make it look like their horns have been cut, because I feel like that's something that the Holy Nation would do to sort of shame them, because they really do hate the Shek. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the base so far. Do you like this location? I looked for a long time, and this was the best I could find. I do like this part up here. I was thinking like maybe a watchtower right there. We can kind of see the approach as they come up through here and around. And then have like our main sort of building up here. I think a snail house would fit perfect right there, but we'll see. And then we'll try to take advantage of this as best we can. And I'll probably just use this whole slope for wind power, because that's really all you can build on these like really rough slopes like this. These are perfect for it, but obviously trying to fit a building on there is just not going to work. It's too steep. And I guess it'll be easier for you guys to kind of chime in on defenses once you see the walls. These are pretty inexpensive walls, so it's not a big deal if we have to tear them down and kind of resituate stuff, but I'm pretty pleased with his approach. I think it's going to be an absolute death trap for anybody trying to attack up it. But, you know, we'll see. I might be wrong. I am going to try to smooth out this corner, though. I don't like how rough it is there. So I might either bring it either softer, we'll kind of round it out, or I might push it out further and maybe try to incorporate more of this. I do not know yet, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Kenshi with you. Hopefully you guys are excited by this new playthrough and us kind of taking the next step. Finally moving out of Mongrel and striking out on our own. It won't be long now before we try to return to the Holy Nation and form our own legion. But for now, we're just kind of, you know, getting the roots of our faction in the dirt, as it were. So thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.